She spent 18 years preparing for the one thing she was told her life depended on. And the day she arrived, they took one look at her and closed the door. What happened next would either destroy her completely or create something the world had never seen: a small town. 1936. A 3-year-old girl discovers she is gifted, not just good, genuinely unmistakably gifted. The adults in the room go silent when they see what she can do. Her mother watches, and something shifts behind her eyes. Not joy, something colder. She didn't see a daughter anymore. She saw a project. She saw redemption for every door that had been slammed in her own face. In that moment, she decided, this child will pay for it. By age 6, the girl has one permitted identity, one allowed future. While other children play, she works. Every day. No vote, no appeal, no alternative considered. Her mother has decided who she will become, and the girl who could have been anything will become one thing only. She doesn't question it. She doesn't know she's allowed to. But the family cannot afford the path they've chosen for her. So her mother does something that will haunt the girl for the rest of her life. She goes to the community, she asks for help. And the people around them, people who have almost nothing, they give. Week after week, coin by coin, they pool their faith and they name it after her. An entire community betting everything on one child's impossible dream. Every time she sees them give, she is 6 years old and she already owes a debt she can never repay. Help arrives, but help always has conditions. Every opportunity comes with a price she doesn't see until she's already walked through the door. She must enter from the back. She must perform gratitude like a second skill. She must smile through the hand on her shoulder that says, "How lucky you are that someone like me would help someone like you." She learns that talent alone will never be enough. She learns that every open door has a cost attached, invisible until it's too late. Years pass. She becomes a machine. But machines can feel. At 15, she performs. She does everything right, every last thing she was trained to do. And when she finishes, someone in the front row says, loud enough to hear, "Remarkable for someone like her." 3 words that land like a slap. She doesn't react. She has been trained not to react. She smiles, she bows, she walks away. And she works 6 more hours that night. Because now she knows. She doesn't just have to be good. She has to be so good they cannot look away. So good that for someone like her becomes irrelevant. At 17, she leaves for the place everything has been pointing toward. Her mother's savings, her community's pennies, her stolen childhood. Everything funnels toward one door. The day arrives. She walks in wearing her best clothes, the ones someone saved for months to buy. She performs flawlessly. She has prepared for this moment since she was 3 years old. They watch, they listen. Then they look at her, really look at her, and she can feel what they see. 2 weeks later, the rejection arrives. No explanation, no feedback. Just a closed door and the sound of 18 years collapsing behind it. She will say later that she knew the moment she walked in. The way they looked at her, not at what she could do, at what she was. She will carry that knowledge for the rest of her life. In her body, in the way she holds her shoulders, in the way she flinches when someone praises her. The understanding that it was never about ability. It was never about preparation. It was about a world that had already decided where she was allowed to exist. She kept the rejection letter for decades. A paper scar she couldn't stop touching. The rejection doesn't just end a dream. It indicts everyone who believed. Her mother, who gave up everything. Her community, who gave what they didn't have. Her own childhood, sacrificed. She can't go home. Can't face the people who bet on her. Can't explain that the system was rigged from the beginning. That their faith had been placed in a lie. So she disappears. But you can't disappear from yourself. 3 years later, a basement club in Harlem. Smoke so thick it burns. She is waiting tables. The woman who was supposed to be on that stage, the real stage, the one that mattered, is carrying drinks to men who snap their fingers to get her attention. One night, someone calls her sugar and grabs her wrist. She doesn't pull away, she needs the tip. This is what 18 years of sacrifice bought her. The skill to smile while someone touches her without permission. Then the club owner corners her. The scheduled singer is sick. "You're going up," he says. She refuses. She hasn't performed since the rejection. The thing inside her that used to make music, she killed it. Buried it. She can't resurrect it in a basement for drunk strangers. "Then you're fired," he says. "And you owe me for the broken glasses last week." She has $11. Rent is due tomorrow. She walks to the stage like she's walking to her own funeral. The pianist asks what she wants to sing. She can't remember. Her mind is blank. The room waits. Someone laughs. And then, without deciding to, she opens her mouth. What comes out is not performance. It is 18 years of daily sacrifice. It is her mother's hands, raw from labor she did for other people's benefit. It is every penny given by people who had nothing to spare. It is the door closing in her face. It is remarkable for someone like her. It is the back door. It is the wrist grab and the word sugar. It is rage, a rage so deep she didn't know she'd been carrying it. The room goes silent. Then someone drops a glass. No one picks it up. They've never heard anything like this. Neither has she. It sounds like someone dying. It sounds like someone being born. It sounds like revenge dressed as a love song. She buries the person she was supposed to be. She takes a new name, a mask to hide behind, so the people she failed will not find her in this diminished place. The girl with the impossible dream is gone. Someone new takes her place, a person who was never supposed to exist. The institution thought rejection would erase her. They thought a closed door would teach her the lesson the world teaches the unwanted, that some heights are not meant for you. But they made a miscalculation. Years later, she walks into the very room she was told she could never reach. She does the thing she was trained to do, but she does it her way now, fused with everything that happened to her in between, everything the gatekeepers could never have given her. The audience rises. She has done what they said she could not do. She is free, and her freedom is a form of rage so complete it has become something else. Something dangerous. Something beautiful. She becomes someone the world remembers. Awards, standing ovations, her name spoken with reverence. But listen to what she said decades later. Not about the achievement. Not about the recognition. "I could have been one of the greats," she said. "They took that from me." And then, about the years of scraping by, being called honey, being grabbed, being dismissed, the word she used most often was shame. The wound never closed. The person who died the day of the rejection, they never stopped haunting the person who rose from the ashes. She spent her whole life proving the gatekeepers wrong. And she spent her whole life wondering if they were right. The last time she performed in public, she was in her 70s. The audience gave her a standing ovation before she sang a single note. She stood there, letting the applause wash over her, and those who watched her closely said her expression wasn't gratitude. It wasn't triumph. It was something closer to grief, as if she was still waiting for someone to tell her she was finally good enough, as if she knew no one ever could. She died with the rejection letter still in her possession, folded, worn soft at the creases. She could have burned it 1,000 times. She never did. Some doors, once closed, stay closed forever. Even after you've built your own entrance, even after you've burned down the building, even after the people who rejected you are long dead and you're the only one left who remembers their names.